Let us begin with sporting risk. Boxers, linebackers, race car drivers are all glory-filled professions that tempt the fates with force and speed. But how about a little respect for the jockey? Many don't appreciate that a line of small humans atop thundering horses leads to an alarming rate of paralysis within the sport of kings. And then there's the physical demands, the starvation, even sometimes bulimia. Who would ever sign up for such a life? Well, the kind of horse and thrill lovers who attend the only jockey school in America. And ABC's Juju Chang went to meet them.
It's a rare sight, a bright pink riding helmet flying above a racehorse. The young woman beneath its brim grew up with her heart set on this. A shot as a professional jockey in the death-defying, adrenaline-pumping world of racing thoroughbreds at up to 40 miles an hour.
I just love horses, love riding, love going fast.
Here in Lexington, Kentucky, where horses and hooves are aplenty, 22-year-old Vanessa Rial is a few strides away from graduation at the only jockey school in the United States, the North American Racing Academy. She's almost completed the 2-year course after paying $27,000 in total tuition. Students here will spend a few hundred hours riding a horse and learning the skills required. The freshman class has 12 aspiring jockeys, 11 of them women, defying the odds. Roughly 10% of licensed jockeys in the U.S. are female, and of the top 100 jockeys right now, only 2 are women. But these young ladies are ready to man up.
No princesses.
No princesses, you know. You got to be one of the guys.
If you believe the odds, they'll be lucky if any of them make it to the big time. But first, they'll have to elbow out 19-year-old Marissa Yetter, who knows full well it's a cutthroat sport.
You have to go into any situation being humble, but yet still being able to say, you know, hey, I'm the best. I can kick all your butts. You know, it's a mental kind of dual personality.
And I'm going to beat you.
Yeah.
Is there tension among the students?
When we first started riding, it was basically like the movie Hunger Games.
Full responsibility lies with you.
Though her competition is mostly veteran riders, there's one boy here who has the audacity to be a novice.
I've never ridden, now I'm here.
Chase Roberts is ready to stand his ground among his female classmates as the lone stallion.
All girls didn't intimidate me. No complaints about that, but I saw that some of them were pretty good at riding, and I was like, dang, they know what they're doing, and I don't.
Though he has been accepted into this elite riding program, this is his first time ever on a horse.
Don't get your feet back behind the saddle cloth.
But no riding experience can be a leg up here because you don't have to break bad habits. Racing a thoroughbred requires very different techniques than show jumping or dressage.
Chase is coming along very, very well. He had no riding experience before coming here.
But that's not necessarily a disadvantage in your book.
No, it's not, because that's the world I came from. I never touched a horse till I was 16 years of age, and I was riding professionally when I was 19. Just trot off a little bit.
Chris McCarron is one of the winningest jockeys of all time, and he's founder of this school.
What is it that makes a great jockey?
It's really basic. They have the greatest ability to stay out of the horse's way to the highest degree.
Staying out of their way includes weighing so little the horse barely feels you on its back.
A horse is not going to be able to perform at its optimum peak if it's carrying 100 and something pounds.
So during their selective admission, size is considered more than riding experience. You better weigh under 112 pounds. Body fat expectations are far more rigid than other athletes and on par with the lowest percentage of fat necessary to even survive.
Your typical male jockey has body fat percentage that ranges between 3 and 7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and the girls are between 8 and 12.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Compare that to average body fat percentages, around 25% for women and 18% for men. Vanessa is a gifted rider and has a slim build, but she still struggles to make weight.
Well, I've stopped eating as much chocolate as I used to.
No more chocolate?
No more chocolate, and just trying not to go over 1,500 calories a day.
It's pressure like this that can be dangerous.
Some jockeys will even go to the extent of eating and immediately throwing up right after. You know, they'd order $20 steak and 10 minutes later they go in the bathroom and they throw it up. They call it flipping.
Flipping, slang in this world for bulimic behavior.
Unfortunately, bulimia is a pretty prevalent problem amongst jockeys, and taking diuretics like Lasix and so forth and hitting the sweat box, the hot box we call it, and pulling weight through perspiration, it's challenging.
They will risk their health and even their lives. Horse racing is one of the most dangerous sports.
Since 1940, at least 2 jockeys a year and 2 more are paralyzed every year. So it's a lot more dangerous than NASCAR or parachuting or skydiving.
It's probably the most dangerous professional sport.
I think if you talk to any kind of accident insurance provider, they would agree.
According to the Jockey Guild, there are 48 accidents every week involving riders.
What about the danger? Do you ever worry?
I don't. My mom does.
Spoken like a true mother.
Yeah, I mean, I fell off and had a bad concussion last summer. And, get back on the horse. You don't let it faze you.
When we visited the school a few months after Chase's first ride, we found him on the sidelines.
Is it frustrating to not be on a horse?
Yeah.
He'd had a nasty fall and injured his knee.
No, I didn't want to give up. I couldn't wait to get back on the horse that knocked me off. I thought I was going to be on him today, but I wasn't.
There's burning desire, but their chances of making millions racing horses are slim. Jockeys get 10% of the earnings, but only if they win.
Money really doesn't ever cross my mind with how much I could make. I'd be happy sitting on a plot of land in a nice little trailer and having horses around me and riding on the track every day. I'd be totally content with that.
The North American Racing Academy has a Horseman's Pathway program, too, for students aiming to be grooms, exercise riders, or ideally trainers.
They get dirt and straw and stuff inside their hoofs, so we gotta clean it out.
No matter what the career path here, everyone does barn work, along with classes and exams. But they're all here for different reasons.
I don't know if I should admit this, but I still don't love horses. The riding is what it's all about for me. The speed, that's where I start getting my blood worked up.
For some, it's adrenaline. For others, money. For most, it's nothing more than the simple love of horses.
When you're on that horse, they're running for you. You can feel that, and they love it.
For Nightline, I'm Juju Chang in Lexington, Kentucky.